Hello everybody, Ronald Rich here. I want to make a video on the most disliked format in vinyl. And that's the 10-inch. The vinyl 10-inch. I hear a lot of people, they're always complaining about it, you know. You can't store them. You know, it's not a good way to store them. Well, they are 10 inches. These records are all 12 inches, so they will fit. Now, I could buy that complaint if companies or bands started releasing 13-inch records. Now, that would be a pain in the... Now, my major complaint about 10-inch records is I have one that doesn't have a sleeve inside. It's just in the jacket. So getting the 10-inch sleeves it's not a chore, but it's something you have to do. And when you buy them, you got to buy them like in at least 25 or something. And also the outer cover, the protective cover. Now I want to thank Ryan Kidd. He sent me this shirt. Fucking pretty cool shirt, man. I found out why he did though, is because it's got some bird shit on this one, you know. Actually, this white is it's the same as this. I'm gonna just get a marker and mark it. But anyways, this is Ryan Kidd's latest record, Dead in Memphis. This is a test pressing, I guess. These are sold out. But this is the record. This is a black vinyl version. The black vinyl version sold out, but you can get this really nice colored vinyl version. And those are still available, but they will sell out soon. So I recommend getting this. Very cool album. And by I think one of the coolest guys in the VC, you know. I would say if you had the Mount Rushmore of cool guys in the VC, you would have to have the Metal Theologian. You'd have to have Ryan Kidd. You'd have to have myself. And Norman Maslow. Okay, let's get on with the show. I'm going to show some that I got in the 70s. And I don't know if this is the first one I got. In fact, I know it's not. I think it might be the second. This is Squeeze. And it's 6 Squeeze songs crammed into one 10-inch record. And what it is it's songs from their first 2 albums. They, I guess they were pretty big in the UK in the 70s. In the US, no. And I guess this was kind of like an introduction to get people, you know, interested. It didn't work. They did blow up in the 80s, though. But this is fantastic, man. Cool for Cats is on here, I think. Yeah. This is really good. And it is in this very cool jacket. Very unique. And this is the record. Now, another one I bought in the 70s was this Oingo Boingo. Now, I had their first album. I purged that. This is all I need by Oingo Boingo, you know, Only a Lad. Fantastic. Although I do have another 12-inch single by Oingo Boingo, an 80s song, I believe, early 80s song, and I don't remember. But this is definitely the first 10-inch I ever bought, and it's the Dickies. Their White Dickie. And this is fantastic. It's only got 3 songs, Paranoid, Hideous, and You Drive Me Ape, You Big Gorilla. Fantastic. And I did see this in a record store back in the 80s, and it had a little bit of water damage, but the vinyl's in fantastic shape. So I did pick this up, and I should send this somebody's way. Oh, you know what? Instead of Mazzy, Blockhead. Yeah, I may send this Blockhead's way. Another one I bought in the 70s is this Nina Hagen band with TV Goltzer or something. It's White Punks on Dope, Superboy, African Reggae, and Lucky Number, her version of Lucky Number, but it's sung in German. And I believe this is the last one I bought back in the 70s. And this is Cheap Trick. This is Epic Records. Their new disc. I don't know if you can see that. They released a few of these by different bands. And if I remember right, this came with a 7-inch, which I no longer have. But this is pretty cool, man. It's got a really good version of Day Tripper by the Beatles. One of my favorite bands. And I did a video a while back. The band, the 10 band or whatever, or artist that I have the most records of. And this was the one I had the most. I have more records by the Cramps than anybody else. And this is their 10-inch record of Can Your Pussy Do the Dog? And it's fantastic. And it's backed with a Blue Moon Baby and Georgia Lee Brown, which I believe are two songs that were recorded with Kid Congo Powers when he was in the band. And I do have one other 10-inch by the Cramps, and it's Blues Fix. Hardworking Man. It's a blues number. It's Mighty Crazy, Jelly Roll Rock, and Shambhala. Pretty cool. This came out a little bit later. I believe might have even been the early 90s. Now I got a couple by everybody's favorite. We got G.G. Allin and Kill Them All. This is all this is 4 songs taken from the album he did with the Murder Junkies. And there he is in his casket. Yeah, they released this after he died, cashing in. And this is another one that G.G. Allin. This is the Masturbation Session. It's side 1 is pretty cool. It's with the Motor City Bad Boys, featuring Wayne Kramer and Dennis Thompson. Now, I know Wayne Kramer, he was from MC5. Maybe Dennis Thompson was too. Tough Fucking Shit and Sluts in the City. But then side 2 it's like a phone recording. I think in prison maybe. Of him. City Thrills, another great 10-inch. Well, I don't know if it's great, but it's very interesting. It's good. And I got this because this is Merle right here. That's G.G. Allin's older brother. But this gal here, man, she could really belt him out, man. She had a really good voice. And I don't have a picture of Merle. Well, there he is. That's Merle right there. Man. That's a contrast, isn't it? One of my favorite bands, Red Cross. This is a Lady in the Front Row, which was a single they had. I don't think it was ever released on a proper album. Standing in front of Poser, which was a store on Melrose. And that was on their first record, I believe. Oh My Lover and Fancy. Really good shit, man. And this is followed by this one. Red Cross Visionary. This is a fantastic dude. This, I believe, late 80s? Whatever. Visionary. Then this was probably the first Red Cross 10-inch I bought. It's 2,500 Red Cross fans can't be wrong. And I got number 1,442 out of 2,050. And this is fantastic, dude. This was released on Sympathy for the Record Industry. Got Any Hour Every Day. It's unreleased. Switchblade Sister, which was previously released in the UK only on a single. And What's Wrong With Me. Side 2 is Trance, which was another UK single song. Birds and Fleas, previously unreleased. And Huge Wonder. that was released in Australia single, and it's a different version than what is on the album. But yeah, this is fantastic. Another one of my favorite bands from the 80s. They started in the 90s, but it's Peel, Cruel, written and recorded by Peel. Love, Hope, and Happy. And it's a gatefold. And this is another one where the record was just, it didn't have a sleeve. So I did buy some sleeves. I think I bought 25 of them. So I think I still have some. I can put that other record in a sleeve. Another really good record is The Clash. City Baby, what is it? No, Super Black Market Clash. Now, I believe there's a 12-inch version, and it's Black Market Clash. This is Super Black Market Clash. It's a 3-record set, 10-inch set. And it may include some songs that are not on the 12-inch. Yeah, includes 4 tracks not available on the CD or cassette. 25 digitally remastered tracks. Over 85 minutes of music. But yeah, this is really good, dude. I'm a fan of The Clash, man. We got this one here, La Luz. This is probably one of the last 10 inches I bought. I bought this when I saw the band, and I had them sign it at their booth after the gig. I had all their other records, but I didn't have this, so I bought this and had them sign it. Now we got one that's sealed. This is Butthole Surfers Fly with their famous butthole logo. There's a girl, her dad, she told me the story. Her dad bought her this shirt, and he didn't know what it was, you know. But yeah, I have this sealed. I think I have the songs on one of their albums. Now this is another one I have sealed, and this is Blind Lemon Jefferson. Yeah, Black Snake Moan and Matchbox Blues. Now, I bought this on Record Store Day. I thought, oh, wow, that's cool, you know. And it was overpriced. Look at this. $19.98 for this record. One song on each side. But I didn't know it. You got to play it at 78. And I don't have... my turntable doesn't do 78, so... This was a Record Store Day regret. But I still have it. Maybe I'll purge that one. Bad Brains, Spirit, Electricity. This is Bad Brains live. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs. And they do a version of Day Tripper on here. Just like the Cheap Trick. But yeah, fantastic band. Really good live. Their reggae songs kind of slowed their sets down. But they were great musicians, nonetheless. Johnny Thunders. Guy that was influenced by Ryan Kidd. Fantastic 10-inch. And it's got that Phil Lynott guy on there on bass. I think he was in a band, wasn't he? This is, I guess, a Record Store Day release. I bought it in the used bins. But yeah, he was it Thin Lizzy? But yeah, this is really good. Another one I bought way back in the early 80s. It's mid-80s maybe. It's The Germs. Cat's Claws. And on Munster Records. Really good stuff. And it's got a version of Shutdown on here. The never-ending version. And it's too bad it's not the last song on the side. Because there's a defect in the record. And it... You know, it plays over, you know, it gets to a part and it plays it, you know, at the end of the song, Shut Down. And they didn't have the money to, you know, repress it. So they just named it Shut Down, the never-ending version. Now this is a record that, 10-inch record that I became aware of because of Dave the Pickup Artist. Now, I like Dave the Pickup Artist, but he isn't quite Mount Rushmore material, because he does rub some people the wrong way. But I love the guy. And it's the Delvettes. 60s band. You got 9 songs on this thing. Really cool, man. And I paid $11.99 for this. I mean, come on. Really good 60s garage rock. Cro-Mags, Age of Quarrel. This was the first version of Age of Quarrel that I ever had, and I didn't pick up any of the others for years. And this is a bootleg, I believe. I got 877 out of 1500, and these are the Age of Quarrel demos. Now, this is one I got for free. I got a couple. Guy at Middle Earth Records gave me a few 10-inch records for free, and I think this is the only one I kept. And it's Buzzkill. And here's a picture of him singing with a megaphone, which is what the guy Gibby from the Butthole Surfers famously used to do. But yeah, this is really good, man. It's kind of rootsy, swampy, punky. Kind of sounds like Butthole Surfers at times, you know, their normal songs. But yeah, this is really good. Now, a fantastic band that I saw them a couple times. The first time I saw them was at the Anti-Club, and they blew me away. It's, I mean, the singer, they had these 55-gallon barrels. He was banging on those, and this is the Shrink it came in, and Savage Republic. And these are recordings from live performance, 1981 to 1983. On Independent Records, is it? Yeah, Independent Project Records. And pretty cool, man. Come with this. It's a double 10-inch. And you're supposed to stick it in there, but I just leave it like that. Yeah, you're supposed to, this all unfolds and you're supposed to stick it in. But this label was started by the bass player from LA's Wasted Youth. And they're really, really elaborate record designs. I mean, they're silk screened, a lot of them. And this is another record on that same label. And it's Autumn Fair. Fantastic stuff. Really kind of post-punky stuff. And this is number 541 of 2000 from 1990. And this one, yeah, see, this one folds out too. And I got one more from that Independent Projects. And this is Abecedarans. And another really nice jackets these guys did, man. And how does this one open up? Yeah, the same way. And the last one I'm going to show is a record that Davis Winchester, or it's a band that David Winchester talked about way back when I used to go on the Rachel's Ghost stream. But I don't think it was Rachel's Ghost back then, was it? It was the Music Man. And it's Gulch. Fantastic. And it's kind of a metally, very interesting singer, kind of punk and metal, just together. Really cool. I have their album too. And Gulch was a favorite of Davis Winchester's kid, his little boy. Yeah, fantastic. And that's it. 10-inch records. My next video, I'll probably do it in a couple of days, will be part 2 of the Ramones. Maybe next Friday or something, whatever. All right. Gonna watch the Jets tonight. Gonna watch the Dodgers too.